Hello, it's me again. I'm Dan for Shizzle from POTV, planetofthevapes.co.uk, just in case you was wondering. I'm going to do a little review of this vamo I've been using for the last couple of days. What can I say? What a device. Coming from the eye taste to this is like opening your eyes to a whole nother world. This is, I suppose, God, from my eye taste, right, as much as I love it, it does have its flaws, such as the fire button sticking and readings that are very, very wrong. I know how to build. In this at the moment is a 1.8 ohm coil, right? In my eye taste, it comes up as a 2.4 ohm coil, right? Just on this, bang on. What a screen as well. That's a voltage setting, but hold the two buttons down and it turns into a wattage setting, which goes in 5-volt increments. I found myself playing with the wattage more than the voltage, but it's just so many features on this. I mean, let's see if I can flip this round a bit and get you some shots. That was the Mrs. Shoe. The puppy. If you were on POTV, you would have seen my puppy, and she's got a thing for shoes. So we've had to put all the shoes on the table. Anyway, back to the vamo. This vamo right here sits in 18650 mode. This is in 18650 mode because I've been doing a few reviews today, and I needed a big battery. But that said, I prefer the vamo in 18350 mode, in single 18350 mode. That is because in 18650 mode it is a monster. I mean, I have big hands, and this is an absolute monster. But it's a solidly built monster. This one is in a black chrome finish. I've heard people say that they've had problems with the black chrome, with the finish wearing off and stuff like that. Oh, it's CE mark, by the way. First time I've had a CE mark device. They say that they have a few problems with it in that mode, but this is my test spot here, and I gave this a good rubbing, shall we say, without being too innuendo, and there is not even a blemish. So maybe there is a few defective things, maybe a few defective coats, I'm not sure, but yeah, I absolutely love this device, and I love my missus for getting me it for Christmas. The fire button is solid as they come. Looks good with this little Phoenix atomizer sitting on top of it, but it does take a skirted Vivi too. Because of that, let's just take this out. 2 seconds. You stand there. Right, maybe not stand. Right. In there is an Ego sort of /510. It's got threaded for both. So on that front, ideal. CE5 skirted Vivi Nova, no problem. That's the extension tube right there, which, as you know, I don't find myself using that often. I much prefer it in the 18350 mode, which makes it just there, just on that line, which for me makes it an easier device to hold. But you might find you prefer the big 18650 mode for an all-day vape, which I can't blame a lot of people for being an all-day vape, but for me it's the 18350 because I'm in quite a lot. I know ZT from POTV isn't particularly fond of the 18350 mode. Come on camera, focus. There you go. But yeah, it looks quite shocked all the time. I haven't said anything to it and it always looks shocked. But yeah, fabulous device. The finish, excellent. Build quality, brilliant. And it's got to be said, for a device of this quality, cheap as goddamn chips, to quote David Dickinson. Just give you a little of the screen right here. This is the voltage, which, oh, the screen, by the way, if you're in a dark room, it is quite easy to light up the whole room. Alright, there's wattage mode, 0.5 volt, or 0.5 watt I should say, increments. Now let's see if I can get this ohm reading up with one finger. Nope, I can't. Right, put it back onto watt mode. Right, let's see. Right, there you go. That's the ohm reading. It's reading 9.9 because there's nothing on it. Let's put my home built coil back on, which is 1.8 ohms, just to give you a nice tight there. There you go. Right. Right. We don't want it on 6 volts. We want it on fruity 3.3. Right. So no, don't do that. Alright, volt mode on 2, 3, 4. That can be said, not very easy to operate with one finger. Right, there you go. Right, so right. I'm probably not the best person to be reviewing this, but I needed to share my excitement of my new toy with somebody, and I absolutely adore it. I think I need to get a bigger Vivi Nova to sit on top of it, because the 2.5 it sort of looks a bit funny. It looks, yeah, I need to get a 3.5mm Vivi Nova, and maybe a black chrome drip tip. Yeah, you see, that's the only problem when you get a new device. Yeah, I want to just add stuff to it now, although for the price it was, it can't be faulted. Right, I'm going to turn me back on me. See if you can, right there. We'll see how it vapes. This device, if you're thinking of going very volt or very watt as well, I'm not sure any other devices that do very watt at the moment, so I don't know what to compare to. But for me, going from the iTaste to this, it's just it's just such a step up. I feel as though the iTaste more of a toy, whereas this is sort of, this is it. This is the one you want to use. So if you're new to Very Volt, I wouldn't consider getting this just yet. As your first device, I'd recommend an Ego Twist, because there's nothing else to configure. Pick your voltage on the spinner at the bottom and you're done. Whereas this, I'd say sort of when you're not new to vaping, maybe. Yeah, when you're not new to vaping is when I'd get this. I've been vaping now for, that's a good question, 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks, maybe a bit longer. I think it's 8 weeks actually, 8 weeks, and yeah, I was just about ready for this. After the eye taste as well, which again is a good device as long as you're not too bothered about build quality or ohm readings or dodgy connectors or scratching the paint. It's a good device then. If you're bothered about all those things, don't get one, because the eye taste, as much as it was my baby for 3 or 4 weeks, it has now been replaced, and as it is now just sitting in my vape box looking sorry for itself with its big dent in its side, my eye taste, which by the way happened in one drop and the eye taste died. But back to the vamo. What a device. Yeah, if you're considering a mod, get one. It can't be beaten on price or functionality, I don't think. Pleasure to use, pleasure to hold. Awesome, awesome looking. I mean, the black chrome, I wasn't sure at first about the black chrome, but now I've used it, it's awesome. Bit of a fingerprint magnet, but you have to give and take some. It also does come in stainless steel and chrome. I think if you didn't want the fingerprint, stainless steel's the one to go for over chrome, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but what a device. And I keep saying it, but I cannot believe how cheap they're managing to push this out for. I got mine for £29, which, considering I paid 42 for my eye taste, I mean, £29, you have to get a battery then, but still, it still comes in under the eye taste, which, oh, if you're even considering an eye taste now that this is out, you shouldn't. I know I said that, well, it's hard to put into words how good a device this is for the money. I mean, I'm not the richest man on the planet, and I scraped together the 42 to get the eye taste because I wanted to go Vari-Volt, but I didn't want to buy an Ego Twist. I now wish that I'd waited and I got this instead. But as I said, if you're new to Vari-Volt and you're not that fond of fiddling, get an Ego Twist to try Vari-Volt, and after the Ego Twist, go to this bad boy, because this won't be beaten for a while, I don't think. Yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling now. If you sat through that, well done. My ramblings are sort of, I can go on a bit, yeah, but the vamo, even with its little screen and its shocked look, what a device. I'm Dan for Shizzle from POTV, and I'll see you later.